All right, ladies and gentlemen. To be honest with you, I'm not sure why I'm doing this, except for people have been asking for updates. Before we get started, this is being simulcast streamed to the Hunter Taylor Transplant Facebook group, private Facebook group. It's being to my personal LinkedIn and everything like that. So if you leave a comment, my wife will take care of anything on Facebook that you may say. Um, LinkedIn, YouTube. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I don't know if I'll be able to do this type of thing without getting emotional and crying. It's been pretty emotional, but definitely want to give updates because people have been asking for it. There hasn't been days that have gone by. It's like, how are you doing? We want to hear an update from you. Um, and I get it. So if you don't want to see a grown fat man cry at all, please just turn away right now because I'm sure it's going to freaking happen. So, as I was saying before, I've been going to a lot of conferences lately. I've been doing uh, a lot of things, and everybody's been more people than I ever could have even fathomed has been following Hunter and his journey, and it truly is amazing. The one thing that we're still struggling, so none of this is ever prepared. I just get on camera and I just speak. So most of you who see that or know me know this. So I'll probably be all over the place. But we've had people from literally all over the world with Hunter Strong shirts on. Just had someone from LinkedIn today say, "Hey, I've been following you for a while." Kind of a lurker and some of the stuff that we do, and say they're still praying for us. We're 6 months into it. We got past Hunter's birthday. Um, that went a little smoother. So I'm just getting pinged. I'm just trying to make sure it's not that important. That went a lot smoother for all of us than I anticipated. Holidays are here. A lot of Hunter's favorite activities for Halloween are upon us. We have a big golf cart community. Um, there's a lot of golf cart activities. Hunter loved decorating with his sister, carving the pumpkins and decorating the golf cart and just all that stuff, right? So it's it's impactful. They say the first 90 days are the hardest, but at least in my experience, it's going to be all those moments over the next year, especially, and several years to come. Like I said, we had the first birthday, we got the first Halloween, we got the major holidays. If you're close to like really close to our family, um, I've said it to tell everybody else. I've never been really a holiday person until the past 15 or so years, especially now that we have kids, and um, that's gotten me into the holiday. I'm still not overly, I'm not Scrooge by any means but I'm not, you know, uh, the dude from Elf movie and just running around screaming, "Ah, it's Santa!" I'm just not there. Nor will I ever probably ever be, right? But um, Sorry, I'm getting a little messed up here, but it's the holidays will definitely be hard going through it. It's something I'm honestly not looking forward to. You know, more for the family. I grew up in an era where men are supposed to suck it up and deal with it. We're not just supposed to show emotion. I gotta tell you, I mean, y'all see me before. I'm gonna just thinking about our little guy. I can't help but show it. Same thing happened when my wife got sick with H1N1 COVID, whatever the fuck it was, several years ago. We thought we were going to lose her. She was in a medically induced coma, just all that. It was just a train wreck, right? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. But all in all, as we get ready for the holidays, I do appreciate everybody still reaching out, asking how we're doing. Over the past couple weeks, especially this month, people really been saying they want to hear an update, even if it's small. And this is probably going to be a little small update, but we're doing the best we can, right? We're oh jeez. I don't know, maybe this is my therapy. But growing up I always had anger issues and stuff because we always tucked it away. But the one thing, growing up and being taught, you always want your son to be stronger than you, more mature than you, provide more than you. Like the son was the growing up to be the king of the castle. And I was trying to do that for Hunter. A lot of times is, do we, yeah, I look back a lot of times, it's like, should I really been so tough on him? And of course we should have been, right? I mean, but I don't know. You just want better for your kids naturally. And that's one thing I do struggle with is, was I too hard on them? Me and my wife have talked a lot over the past couple months. When we first knew that we had a little guy with this issue, with the left hypoplasty, half a heart, we swore to each other that it didn't matter if it was for 2 minutes, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever. We were going to give him the chance to live, and we were going to appreciate all the time we had with him. We just didn't know it was going to end up 15 years. You know, um, and I think what the biggest shock is, if you've been following the story for a while, especially close to the family. We've had some pitfalls over the course of his treatments and recoveries and stuff. Nothing like we did with the transplant, though. Not by a long shot. He always was so strong that he pulled through everything. I was so proud of him because no matter what, he never gave up. At the end, I had to be the one to tell him that it was okay. It's okay for you to give up. It's okay to rest. You always wonder, is it better to be able to say goodbye or not say goodbye? I don't know. I don't know. Because that's definitely something that haunts my dreams still. There's a lot of that conversation between me and Hunter at the end. Sorry, I'm getting all effed up here. That my wife doesn't know. It was just me and Hunter, doing that man to man conversation. Sorry if you hear me snorting and everything. My apologies. But that I felt it was needed. Yeah. So, stubborn little brat. He fought no matter what. Even after I told him it was okay to stop. I told him I wouldn't be mad if he stopped. But it was so ingrained in him. So yeah. We're fighting through it. All right. I definitely think most days my wife and the kids are uh, all in all, we're doing mostly okay. I do think that I probably get more emotional when talking about Hunter than they do. Now, I got a lot of anger built up. Some of the conversations we had is that I've had recently. Yeah, sorry, y'all hearing my sniffle. Hold on. Oh, my friend Scam Likely is calling. Anyway, um, I was having a conversation with folks at a conference up in South Dakota where we're actually talking about the Bible. We were talking about Revelation. Talking about potentially spirits being here, or do we get called home? You know, it's. I met another gentleman that we've been talking for several years, and come to find out that his little one's got cancer, and they put together a foundation, and just to circle back to there's been so many people that I never ever knew was following the story. Was they just never said anything, They were just in the background. So I'm not going to call you out publicly, but thank you for saying something. Right. I mean, I know those conversations get emotional sometimes. You know, big fat man sobbing next to you as we talk about it, but or at least tearing up. But it helps. It really does. For me anyway. Knowing that his memory goes on, not just in us, but everybody, because he wanted to make such an impact. And I think he did. You know, I struggle with our religion a little bit, all right? Like I mean, we're going back to church more, but there's a lot of parts of it that I still struggle with. There's a lot of it that I'm still angry about. Where why did he have to suffer through all that, right? Why did he have to there was so many times through this whole process of the transplant, God could have been like, "Yep, you're done. Time to come home." I don't. And I've come, I say about halfway come to terms with I'm not going to get that answer, even though I want it. At least not now, not in this lifetime, right? But it's going to be one of the first. You know, if it's like a genie when you get up there and they're like, "Hey, you get three wishes." That's going to be all three of my wishes. Why? 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 Maybe even why do you take them then? Why do you take them this time? Why do you take them that time? Why? 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 I don't know. Yeah, I didn't want this to be so long, right? But I definitely want to give an update. Let you guys know we are doing okay. I'm trying to mentally prepare for the family with the holidays coming up, and I know it's going to be rough for all of us. So it's it's already getting to me a little bit. Like I said, with just the Halloween stuff here and how much he liked to do that. We got just all the family events that typically go on that he was so part of. So the next couple of months are definitely going to be hard, but we're back in church pretty steadily now. Church has actually got a program called Grief Share. So, you know, I wouldn't say it's counseling by any means, but it's more of an educational on how to look at grief and when it comes to biblical and things of that nature. So I've tried to let it work for me. It hasn't got there yet for me. I think a lot of my anger is still too much there to let some of that come in. I know one of the oddly enough, either this week or next week, we're to talk about anger. So um, maybe that'll be helpful. I don't know. But yeah, if you made it this far, just thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. We do appreciate it when you say something. At least I do. Probably not our daughter so much. She's desperately trying to move on. Um, and she's doing good. She's she's definitely doing a lot better than I anticipated. We definitely got her some help, and she's working through it. And I cannot be prouder of her right now with what she's going through and being able to be a young little lady. So we grow up so fast, don't they? Anyway, y'all take care of yourselves. I know it's late on a Friday. Everybody's probably heading home. Go and enjoy your weekend. We're gonna go try and enjoy ours a little bit, what we can do. Um, but again, thanks to everybody for saying what you've said over the past month. You know who you are on LinkedIn and in person through the conferences and stuff. Again, it means the world to me that you did that. I told you that already, but those on LinkedIn, I may not have expressed it very well, but I'll say thank you. Really, thank you. Thanks for coming up and saying something when we're around town. It does, again, it may be an emotional moment, but it does help us know that his life was not for nothing, which I know we do, but it just helps us even more. That's really the biggest thing I wanted to say throughout this whole thing is just thank you for everything. Thanks for reaching out. I just can't say it enough. With that, I will try to do, it's not going to be like a weekly update or anything like that, but, every month or so, I'll make a conscious effort to keep you updated on what we're doing. Um, I know some people, we're not, everybody's in a tight financial situation. So I'm not asking anybody to donate by any means, but if you're wanting to and you've asked, MUSC still keeping us allowing to point hunterstrong.com to the PCICU, which was very impactful for hunters. So all that goes right to MUSC. It's a nonprofit, so it's a tax deductible if you feel inclined. Um, Again, not I'm not asking for a single penny by any means. I know everybody's struggling right now just to put food on the table. But I know there's some people who have asked, so we've been telling. So I just want to mention that. Um, Maybe the next year or two, we will definitely go out and do some sort of. We'll try to create a foundation, I think, for Hunter Strong, and really just try to bring his condition to light and the education. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I definitely want the Hunter Strong movement to last longer than his lifetime and to be positive. He always wanted to be helpful. Um, so anyway, again, thank you so much. I just wanted to put this thing out there just to give everybody an update.